A birthday is a time for celebration, sure. But on the occasion of his 60th, the former central bank governor and emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, instead of receiving presents, wanted to first reach the target of $2 million in order to give the gift of education to the girl child.
I had no doubt. Once I spoke to Godwin and he said, "Your Highness, I will support you." And I spoke to Herbert and he said, "Your Highness will work on it." I was not worried about raising the money. What I really wanted was to see you, to sit with you, to celebrate this day with you, to let you know what the money is going to be used for, and to hope and pray that this fund will grow and be a major catalyst for the kind of change that we want, for delivering education. You know, we don't know what it's like for a child not to have access to primary school education. You can't imagine it. More than half of the girls in the north don't complete primary school. Those are the statistics. What is the future? Until we educate that generation, the future. Now, we think we have a problem now. Honestly, if we don't deal with education, the next 20, 40 years will be worse.
The Mohammed Sanusi II Sustainable Development Goals Challenge, in partnership with 1 million teachers, seeks to empower innovative educators to strengthen the learning outcomes for disadvantaged communities, especially girls and women. 10 teachers were commended for their efforts. They also received $10,000 to scale their initiatives and reach more people. But the bigger challenge is going to take money, a lot of it. That's why the event was also a fundraiser for SLS's book, For the Good of the Nation. And the central bank governor called for attendees to look into their hearts and pockets to help the helpless.
You have said on your 60th birthday celebration, you would only present a book. You will not ask for a penny that you used in printing the book, but rather what you will do is that you will dedicate this day for fundraising to improve the level of education of the girl child and resolve the challenge, the SDG challenge for the girl child. I have been under the onerous responsibility to raise at least $2 million in the next 5 years. But I dare say 5 years is too far. And you were very correct when you thought about how this could be done, and you thought you needed to call on your successor, my humble self. I feel honored to have been given the privilege to be doing this today. And I promise you that we will do our best to ensure that we raise more than $2 million for this project.
Already, the first minimum target has been crossed. In working with the 1 million teachers, the idea is also to make sure that over the next 5 years, we can find ourselves in a situation where you have 2 million children, 2 million underserved girls educated. According to UNICEF, there are about 263 million out-of-school children globally. But what is more significant in that number is that 1 out of every one of those children is in Nigeria. Even though primary education is officially free and compulsory, we have about 10.5 million of the country's children aged between 5 and 14 not in school. There's also a big shortage of well-trained teachers globally, but this situation gets even worse if you go to the northern part of the country.
So for each dollar donated and every penny pledged to gender and educational equality, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi is hopeful his 60th birthday will mark a future of many happy returns. Adefemi Akinsanya, Arise News, Lagos.